Hello, my name is Matt Heisey, owner of the College Funding Connection. We'd like to welcome you to our video today. If you've been on our YouTube channel before or on our website, you'll notice a series of videos we've done over the past couple of years. And we try to focus in on what families are most interested in hearing about. We talk with hundreds of families over the course of the year. So today we're starting a new series, and this one today, the first part of the series, we're going to be talking about college planning or college funding scams. And the college planning industry has kind of been formalized here a little bit more over the past 10 years, I would say. And like any industry, I hate to say it, but you see a lot of scams that pop up where people are trying to get access to your money, but not necessarily having your best interest in mind in the process. So to make it a little bit easier and not getting too complicated, we just wanted to focus on kind of the three larger ones or more common ones that we come across as we talk to families and do our own research as well. So the first one is what I was kind of categorized as scholarship scams. And these are programs that are charging you a fee to supposedly do a scholarship search for your student. And what we have found is that a lot of these search programs are very expensive. I've seen them in $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 range. But they also are providing a service that most of the time you can do yourself for free, or is just going to happen naturally through the college application process and financial aid application process. So first of all, again, they can charge a fee, a pretty high fee for their services, and sometimes their claims are frankly false. They'll say that they can guarantee you a scholarship at a variety of schools around the country, and they don't even put a dollar amount out there. Usually it's $20,000 to $27,000, and just based on that dollar amount, I know pretty quickly what they're talking about. What they're talking about are guaranteed student loan programs, basically Stafford loans. Stafford loans are an entitlement. Anyone can get them by simply applying for financial aid, and if you're eligible, you'll receive those loans just by going through the motions. You don't need to pay somebody $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to guarantee you loans that you're going to be offered through the college probably anyway. So it's not really a scholarship. It's not really free financial aid. It's a loan program that they're talking about. The third one are a thing to be aware of, are just free alternatives. Rather than paying somebody to do something, is there something you can do yourself for free? And the good news is there is. There's a website called fastweb.com. Fastweb.com is a search engine where you can go and they keep track of all the various scholarship programs that are out there. So when we're talking about scholarships, basically it's either campus-based scholarships through a college directly or private scholarship programs through a nonprofit or like the National Merit Scholarship Program, or maybe it's through the Kiwanis Club or Rotary Club or whatever the case might be. But there are also special scholarships available for kids with special needs. Maybe you have a disability, maybe you're part of a particular cultural or ethnic group. So there are a lot of scholarships out there, but FastWeb is a good place to look to try to identify those and then see what the requirements are to get the scholarships. But you don't, in most cases, have to pay a service any kind of money like that to help you find those kind of scholarships. The second one is becoming very common. I see this cropping up more and more. Are what I'll call pretend nonprofit organizations. And the few that I've researched, I've found out by kind of digging into a little bit deeper just to educate myself being in the industry, is that a lot of times these nonprofits used to be for-profits. And something happened and they wanted to, in most cases, wanted to get some additional tax breaks. So they got rid of their for-profit, created a nonprofit for basically two reasons. One, like I said, are tax breaks and cost breaks. Things like direct mail, you pay lower postage if you're a nonprofit. Most of these companies send out postcards or mailings to get clients. But also, what they're doing is setting themselves up as though they're a nonprofit. They have everybody's best interest in mind, and they're not making any money. When you actually look at it, many of them are charging a fee, and the person that's the director of the program is collecting a pretty nice salary. So it's not that they're not making money. They're just trying to make themselves more believable. As a nonprofit, I think people just kind of buy into it a little bit more easily. They're selling a service, but are they really acting as a nonprofit and trying to help people without getting into fees and services like you would expect? One in particular, too, not to name any names for obvious reasons, but there's a company out west that was talking about the special exclusive list of students that only they had access to. And when I did my own research, I found out the exclusive list was basically created by the director of the nonprofit. And they created this list by going out to a marketing list broker, buying a list from the list broker, and trying to pretend that they created this list on their own. And it was a list of students that were supposedly better students, and pretty much anybody can get a list like that. You can identify students by taking the SAT test, or maybe they have a list from your local high school, so it's not that hard to do. And to lie about it and say it's some kind of special exclusive list is unethical in my opinion. Again, are they charging a fee? And in the end, in most cases, they're just trying to get some tax breaks there, but not necessarily providing anything special or unique, and really shouldn't be getting into these kind of big fees. As a nonprofit, they should be able to apply for grants and all kinds of other assistance out there without charging families a lot of money. The last one is becoming very common too, is what I'm going to categorize generally as really high-priced college funding services. When I say high-priced, I'm talking about really anything over $3,000. There's one company in particular in the Northeast U.S. They have a lot of stuff on the internet. What I found was kind of humorous. They have this young guy that looks like he's 12, claiming that he has decades of experience in college funding, and I'm kind of scratching my head on that one. But in any case, I also found out that some of these companies are kind of in cahoots with one another, but they're each charging their own separate fees. So you have company A, B, and C maybe working with the same client, charging the client 3 times, but it's really only one company that's doing the work, and they're all business partners collecting money from one family three separate times for, in some cases, identical services too. So you got to be a little cautious of that. And if you're seeing that that they're asking for you to get into really high costs, I would say be very cautious. Reasonably, I would say, rather than getting into $3,000 to $6,000 for services, you can get services for free. A lot of times, some basic advice. And on the high end, I would say maybe $3,000, where you're really getting a good value for the money that you're spending. The reason they're charging these high prices, folks, is that they know statistically that about 10 to maybe 30% of the people that they sign up are going to cancel within the first 12 months. Then get 12 months of fees from a family, they know that they're going to make a profit. So just purely by game of numbers and statistics, they'll sign up anybody that they can just to collect the fee. I had one family that called me. Actually, it was a family, but a single-parent family. They had just filed bankruptcy, had no money, and this company convinced them to go and pay all this money for services. And they truly believed that this company could do all the stuff for them that nobody else could for less money. In my opinion, very unethical. The company should have helped them for free or directed them to a free resource. But don't ask somebody for money if they just filed bankruptcy. What are they really going to do as far as financial aid planning with that family? They could very easily refer them to a nonprofit resource, a legitimate one, or just answer their questions and help them through part of the process. So anyway, be cautious of these 3. Scholarship scams, pretend nonprofits that are really presenting themselves as nonprofits but really are more of a for-profit service. And then the last one, watch out for these really expensive college planning services. In most cases, the ones I've seen, and I've looked at a few of the bigger ones, more popular ones, you're not getting value for service. They're really just trying to get after your pocketbook. And then after they sign you up, they may provide lousy service, but they don't care because they know it takes a while before people are deciding to cancel services. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you're interested in looking, we again provide consultation services ourselves. We do an initial consultation for anybody free of charge. So happy to talk with you. Right below the screen here is a link to our website and our contact page. You can look at some other parts of our page there too. Just go ahead and sign up. Send us a note of what you're interested in talking with us about. And again, contact information is helpful. So make sure you put your cell phone number someplace that we can reach you pretty easily. Happy to talk with you. Take just a few minutes to go through some basics with you. And we can answer any questions that you have. So thanks again for joining me today in this brief presentation. Hopefully it was helpful. And until we talk again or see each other again, good luck with your college plans.